Welcome, hello, I'm Ricky and this is my first YouTube video. A little bit of an introduction to this channel. I'm currently in my last year of college. I've got quite a bit of free time on my hands, so I wanted to try something new. Well, actually, I wanted to try a lot of new things. So there's this guy on the internet, Josh Kaufman is his name, and he says it takes just 20 hours to learn anything. Anything. Almost anything. Okay, so he doesn't guarantee that you'll become a master at whatever is in 20 hours, but 20 hours, he says, is enough time to take you from not knowing anything at all about a particular thing to becoming quite decent at it. Given that there's so many people who don't even spend 20 hours in their entire lives to do something, 20 hours will make you quite good at whatever you decide to do. So he's picked up the ukulele, touch typing, playing Go, amongst a lot of other things in 20 hours. I figured, I have 20 hours a week, so why not try this out for myself? And so, I'll be documenting my adventures learning different things on this channel, hopefully on a weekly basis. And hopefully this encourages you to gamble 24 hours and learn something new for yourself too. And now for what you're actually here for. This week's challenge, the Cajon. So actually, I've had a Cajon for a while now. Actually, I had this for the entire summer. And I play on it from time to time, but I've never taken the time to sit down, to learn rhythm, to learn technique. And so that's what I figured this week would be for. And so I'm going to be brushing up on fundamentals or learning them for the first time, and hopefully playing alongside a few tracks. So you'll get to see that soon. Alright, so step 1, deconstructing the skill. Kaufman says that in order to learn a skill properly, you have to learn all the things that go into the skill or make the skill up. And so for the Cajon, this means a few different things. We have things like keeping a beat, maybe knowing the different sounds a Cajon can make, knowing where you have to hit to play these sounds, keeping a beat with your left hand, keeping a beat with your right hand, keeping a beat with both hands, learning a few grooves, learning a few fills, and then putting it all together. This sounds like enough to keep me busy for 24 hours. Step number 2, learning just enough. So what this means, Kaufman says, is that you want to learn just enough to correct yourself when you're doing something wrong. So I'm going to post a few links in the description below that I found helpful in learning the Cajon, and maybe you would too if you decided to learn Cajon. Step 3, remove distractions and other barriers to learning. For me, this means no phone, no computer, no negative attitude. We can do this. Step 4, 20 hours of practice. This is really self-explanatory. It's 20 hours of playing the Cajon. So I'm gonna get started right now. There's no time to lose. Hi guys, I put in maybe 10 hours into the Cajon so far, and one thing I can say for certain is that my hands hurt. You wouldn't expect it to hurt so much from slapping a piece of wood all day, but believe it or not, it does. So starting today, I'm going to be jamming to a few songs instead of playing to nothing, so let's get to it. At the end of the week, we ask, am I the best drummer? By no means, of course not, I'm not. Am I even a good drummer? I would be hesitant to say that, but I do feel comfortable now to pick up a Cajon somewhere and like in a jamming environment to play that. I just really feel confident in that, and so I'd say it's a pretty successful week to be able to grow from not really having fundamentals or basics to being confident in playing that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Come back next week to see what I learned in the next week. Until then.